Now, sometimes the books try to be a little bit swifty and get you to do two things there and come up with kind of must be weird answers or something. I don't know what they're thinking you're going to do when you see some of these answers. If you follow the steps, it should just make sense. But we'll just go through these two as examples to see what happens. So, like before, or like you've seen in the past, the top, we simplify the top first. So we've got the same base, so therefore the powers, we add them. So we'll have a 3 plus 2 is 5, and now what do we do with our two numbers? Well, we multiply them because it's a multiplication. So 2 times 6 gives us 12. Now we're going to divide that by 12a to the power of 5. Okay, now this is where it gets really mind-blowing. 12 divided by 12, we know is 1. Correct, good work. And then we've got this, so we've got a, if we're dividing, what do we do with our powers? Whoops. If we're dividing, what do we do with our powers? We subtract them. So we'll have a 5 minus 5, which is 0. So we'll end up with 1 times anything to the power of 0 is 1. So we just end up with 1. You could have cut that short at this point here and said because we've got the same thing on the top as we have the bottom, we just end up with 1. But we're learning indices, or in theory we're learning indices, so I thought we'd take you through the steps. Okay, next one. Once again, what we're going to do, we're going to sort out the top first, and then we'll sort out the bottom, and then we'll go through the maths that we need to do. So let's see, we've got two bases that are the same, so we're multiplying. So what do we do with the powers? We're going to add them. So here we will have F for Fred on top, and 3 and 7, because multiplying we add them, so we end up 3 plus 7, which is 10. Then what do we do with our numbers? Well, we multiply them, so it makes it into a 24f to the power of 10. Now at the bottom we've got f to the power of 5, f to the power of 5. We're multiplying, so f 5 plus 5 gives us f to the power of 10, and then from there 4 times 3 we know is 12. Okay, now, really big stuff here. 24 divided by 12, we end up with 2, that's right. F and F, same base. If we're dividing, what do we do with our powers? We subtract. So F, 10 take away 10 is 0. So from there, we'll now say that 2, anything to the power of 0 is 1. So we just end up with 2. Like I said, sometimes textbook companies think they're being clever and give you stuff that the answer just doesn't seem right, but as long as you've gone through the steps, you should be okay.